Time to get serious. Hi, hello. My name is Lyle, and I do a thing called Therapy Gecko. Without sounding like a douche, do any of you guys know who I am? Oh shit. Hell yeah. A beautiful crossover going on between people who like to scurry into the forest and do drugs and people who like to watch talking geckos. Beautiful. Well, for those of you who don't know, my name is Lyle, and about 3 years ago I started doing a podcast out of my mother's basement called Therapy Gecko, where I, as a gecko, would speak with anonymous strangers on the phone about their lives. I would talk to people about all kinds of different things. I've had people call in to tell me about the time that they smoked meth with their Uber Eats driver, or the time they found out they've been dating their cousin for 6 years. Relatable. I once had a very brave young woman call into my show to tell me about the daring time that she diarrheaed in the lazy river at a water park, and then turned around and just saw all these kids like float right into her diarrhea. That's one of those calls that makes me want to do this for a long time. Shout out to Diarrhea Girl, wherever she may be. Do not get me wrong, folks. I also talk to people about normal, everyday, run-of-the-mill, non-diarrhea, non-cousin fucking stuff. Like the thoughts on their minds, or how their relationships and careers and things like that are going. And I have since graduated, moved on from just taking phone calls in my mom's basement to now traveling around the world, interviewing people about their lives, and also still diarrhea a lot of the time. But I am here tonight at Electric Forest to conduct a group gecko therapy session with you all, where I will be inviting members of this very crowd to come on stage and sit in one of these two chairs, I haven't decided which one yet, and talk to a gecko about whatever their heart desires, as we all collectively dive into the unknown of one another. Are we on board with that? Beautiful, beautiful. Before we get started, I just kind of want to set the tone here, okay? I've heard that you folks here at Electric Forest are fucking cool. And I've experienced it myself many times throughout the weekend. I was offered drugs by several extremely kind strangers, each of whom was dressed even more bizarrely than I am. And a couple of whom, I'm pretty sure, were various incarnations of Jesus Christ. It's a great vibe out there, guys. It's all about positivity here, and I want to keep that vibe going. I want to make sure that as people come on stage and bare their souls to us, that we are a supportive, open-minded, positive crowd. Just a reminder, we are all in this together tonight. We've all got each other's backs. And pretty much, for the next hour, everybody here is going to be the Therapy Gecko. Shall we get started? Yes! Okay, now, I did have a few people submit via Reddit, which is a website that some of you guys may know from porn. I had a few people submit via Reddit some things that they wanted to talk about ahead of time, so I'm going to be bringing up some of those people as well as just random folks from the crowd. Are we on board? Shall we get started? Okay, beautiful. Here's the problem. The sheet of all the paper is like in my back pocket, and it's hard to get it with the gecko hands. I did it! All right, now I gotta unfold it. Can you help me? I did it! Yes! Beautiful. Okay, folks, it's not easy to be the first person to come up on stage. So everybody please give all their respect, all of their attention, all of their grace to the very brave first person on stage this evening. Mr. Ryan Linska. Where you at, Ryan? Ryan? Ryan. 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 Okay, yes! We did it! We did it without creating a lawsuit. Hell yeah! Ryan, which chair do you want to sit in?
This was pretty good.
I kind of wanted that one.
You can have this one too.
Okay, thanks, man.
We can share if you want.
That'd be a little creepy. Now, Ryan.
It's my clothes.
First of all, how you doing, man?
I'm doing fantastic.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, can I tell this crowd of people what it is that you wanted to come up and talk about?
Absolutely.
All right, Ryan, you sent me a very interesting text, and some people here might be able to relate to this. Ryan, you told me you accidentally ate ashes thinking it was drugs.
Correct. Who wants to hear the whole story? Come on. All up.
Probably not the person whose dead relative it is, but it's okay, they're not here.
Not anymore. My belly.
It's a lot of hubris. Okay. Ryan, well, first question, did it get you high still?
Oh, absolutely not.
Tell us the whole story.
Okay, so flashback to post-COVID, 2021, Lost Lands. Any Lost Lands fame in the crowd? Yeah! Homies. So Lost Lands 2021, day 2. We were hanging out with my homies from New York. Any New York homies around here? I'm not from there, but nice to meet you. I'm not you. But so we were hanging out with Lost Lands 2021, day 2 or 3, kind of fuzzy. And
Ryan, we can't
we're
hear
doing
you.
some food.
Oh, you better just eat that microphone.
Eat the microphone?
Yeah, there we go. Can you guys hear better now?
Thank you. Is this better?
Great.
I know my voice is a bit bassy. But anyway.
Maybe it's the ashes.
Maybe it's the ashes. Anywho, so concert enhancers being taken to be all day long for free on a hand. And I was going to be invited to a ashes spreading ceremony over someone's favorite band, which was Zomboy. Any Zomboy fans in the crowd? So they were wanting to spread their friends' ashes at Zomboy at their stage. And because I was given free concert enhancers all day long, I was wondering whether anybody hand out ashes to sprinkle over the crowd. Sorry, eat the microphone.
Eat the microphone. If you're coming on stage, you gotta eat the microphone. Eat the microphone like it's the ashes.
So, recalling back, going to Zomboy, not eating the ashes yet, but they were giving out the ashes to everybody who wanted to spread the ashes in front of the Lost Lands stage. And I had handed out my hand thinking I was gonna get more free concert enhancers, and it was not concert enhancers, and it was ashes.
So a guy was coming around with an urn, and you thought he was giving out free acid to people?
To be fair, it was not an urn. That'd be very hard to see through security.
It was was it a plastic bag?
Honestly, I didn't see the container the urns, the ashes were in.
Okay.
I just had my hand out. I was like, thank you.
I feel like Tupperware is not a great place for ashes, but you do you.
Hey man, if you really love something and you want your ashes spread somewhere, I think that's respectful that you can just do that somewhere else. But so
like
I
a guy
got
who
my
ate
hand out,
ashes.
ready to think I was gonna get free concert enhancers.
Yes.
And I got ashes, and I'm like, and everyone's faces went from lovely to absolutely fucking horrified, very fucking quickly. And my heart, when I said when it fell into your stomach, it fell through my asshole, and I was absolutely fucking mortified when I realized I had eaten somebody instead of like a concert enhancer. So
Wait, when you said, does this count as cannibalism?
Yes!
What do we think, crowd? Yes to cannibalism? Bro, meet the world's fucking chillest cannibal.
Jeffrey Dahmer ain't got shit on this.
No, he does not. Who was this person that you ate?
The gentleman's name was Kyle, by the way. And I had found out about who I had eaten his ashes.
But you didn't even know who the guy was?
I didn't know like previously, like in conversation. But so when it happened, and I was mortified, and I was looking at the crowd, I was like, holy shit, I just ate this dude's ashes. Like, what the fuck? Like, I looked at all of my friends who I just recently met. I'm like, what the fuck do I do? What the hell? And they go, you know what, man? This is what Kyle would have wanted. This is what he would have done.
Was he a true crime podcast fan or something?
I don't know. I never met the guy. I see his ashes. To be quite honest.
Why did your friends say that they think it's what Kyle would have wanted?
Because I think Kyle would have eaten my ashes if it was given to him. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not made of ashes yet.
Do you think when you die, would you be willing to offer up your ashes to Kyle's family?
Only with a shot of a t-shirt cannon.
Only with a shot out of a t-shirt cannon?
Exactly.
You're gonna have a fun funeral, man.
Oh, most lit. Everyone here is invited.
Rock and roll. Everybody here gets to eat one little part of your ashes.
Hey, I promise they will probably not taste very good.
Does anyone in the crowd have any questions, clarifications about this story? Anyone at all? What did it taste like? Great question.
Okay, have you ever gotten a Scooby snack from a bowl? It's like that.
Most of you guys now know what it's like to be a cannibal.
Relatable.
Any other questions from the crowd? What, were you on drugs at the funeral? Yeah, you were on drugs at the funeral. What drugs were you on?
Allegedly. Which ones?
Yeah.
Oh, don't list.
Oh wait, I forgot this was a crime.
Allegedly. I will not speak on that on record.
Bring in those guys walking around as sexy policemen. Where are they?
Only sexy policemen.
Any other questions from the crowd? Yes, you. What? Has Kyle visited you in your dreams yet? Dude, you're saying that like you've eaten a guy's ashes and he visited you in his dreams.
Honestly, I don't know what the guy looks like, so maybe.
You don't even have like a picture of this guy?
No, I met these people like in Lost Lands. I have no idea who this person is.
Yes, you right there. Would you?
I would call it a mid.
He said, would you call it an upper or a downer? Yes, you right there. Say that one more time. Was it during a good song?
Was it during a good song? Honestly, it's all a bit of a fuzz, man. I wish I could give you a better fucking answer than that.
One more question, yes you. Would you do it again?
I mean, that's another question, isn't it? I mean, I wouldn't want to, like, actually eat ashes again. I mean, I don't think I want that for me. But I mean, like, accidentally, if I don't know, maybe.
If anyone here has any dead friends they want to feed this guy,
they'll live forever in me.
They'll live forever in him. Ryan, anything else you want to say to the people of the forest?
Honestly, man, I want to say like a couple of things. One, take care of each other, love each other, respect each other, and
don't eat each other.
That one too. But also, don't rope someone in the crowd, and that's consent is sexy.
Give it up for Ryan, everybody. Awesome, man. Nice to meet you.
Or Mr. Gecko, or Mr. Therapy.
Oh, you can call me whatever you want, man.
Okay, baby.
And I'll tell you what, when I die, you can have a little bit of my ashes as a treat. Yeah! Folks, that's how the show works. We bring somebody up, we talk to them about their lives, and we come back all learning a little bit more about each other than we knew before. Are we on board with that? Yeah! Shall we talk to more people?
Of ketamine and nitrous oxide. Is anybody familiar with that?
Wait, dude. Oh wait, you're fucking, dude, you messaged me. You're Blake the Cosmic Jester.
Blake the Cosmic Jester, you know you do.
When you get a text from a guy named Blake the Cosmic Jester who wants to talk about how he found the meaning of life on ketamine, you bring him on stage to talk to a gecko. Those are forest rules.
Thank you. This is a beautiful place. This is my first forest, my third festival ever. It's fucking magical. The things I've seen, the people I've met, there's nothing like it, and I'm so proud and excited to be a part of this. Thank you, I love you too. I love everybody here. And myself and Lyle, the trees, it's all one, it's all beautiful. Let's break into it. I never much did drugs at festivals. When I first started doing drugs, it was either by myself or with... Louder? I don't want to...
No, that's perfect. Yeah, just eat
I don't
it.
want to burst your ears, but
Eat it like some PCP.
There's people everywhere. I see every single one of you, but not individually as one. Okay, I'm sitting back down. When I started doing drugs, it was mostly alone or with just a few friends, and everybody thought that we were fucking weirdos. I want to start with that. During this experience, I was in a comfy floor. I was in a safe place. There was a beautiful padded rug, and I was under the influence of, say, 150 to 200 milligrams of ketamine.
Is that a lot?
It's a fair amount. It's a fair amount. So, I was feeling the effects. And we loaded a nitrous balloon. It was a balloon of nitrous. I took this balloon and I put it in my mouth, and I inhaled this wonderful gas. I instantly passed the fuck out, and I lost my full sense of self. Blake, the cosmic jester, this individual was no longer in the world. I wasn't that anymore. I was above the world as a cloud of pure awareness floating through the sky.
You know, I've never done nitrous oxide before, but I'm kind of sold.
Nitrous oxide is lame, in my opinion, by itself. It's like whipped cream, man. You gotta put it on top of something. You got some acid, hit a balloon. You got some mushrooms, hit a balloon. MDMA, hit a balloon. But be careful. This combination I'm speaking on, I want to let you know, ketamine and nitrous oxide has been proven to be neurotoxic in mice. I'm not advocating this for anybody, but the spiritual experiences that you can have...
Wait, you're telling me that inhaling an entire canister of nitrous oxide is not good for you?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Yes.
1 out of 1 cosmic jesters do not recommend it.
I can't say I don't recommend, but I will not recommend on record.
Yeah, this doesn't count as record. We can wipe this from the record.
So
what you, Blake, you told me, just to kind of like get down to business here, man, you told me that you discovered something about human nature when you inhaled this entire nitrous oxide balloon, which we don't recommend that you do. What is that thing that you discovered?
I'm gonna break that down to you right now.
Please.
When I left my body and lost the illusion of individuality, I was ancient. We all feel this.
Dude, I gotta try this shit.
We all feel this age inside of us, this idea. I'm 20 years old. I don't know how old. Do you want to tell me how old you are?
Oh, I'm like a gecko guy.
Gecko age, hell yeah. So I'm 20 years old. I was 18 at the time, and that was all I knew. I knew 18 years of life. And I felt so fucking old because my life felt so long and parts of it were so miserable. I felt done with everything. But when I was outside of my body, the age that I felt was millions and billions and trillions of years old. And I want you guys to know that I believe that we are all much older than we feel, and that this is not our first time coming to this planet or taking on a form. I want to share that in this space, I felt like we had been around forever. And as the nitrous oxide started to wear off, I started coming back down. And I want you to keep in mind that I had no sense of humanity or who I was or what Blake was. But as I was coming down, I started realizing that I was about to become something. I was no longer a cloud. Because think about it, as a cloud of energy
So Blake, I want to ask you a question.
I would love for you to.
Okay. So you're having this crazy nitrous oxide balloon experience.
Yes, sir.
Where you think that you're millions and billions of years old.
I knew that I was millions and billions of years old.
You knew that you were millions and billions of years old, sorry.
I felt it on a deep.
And you're not on anything right now.
I have smoked a tiny bit of nicotine today. I will admit that. I'm not proud.
You've smoked a tiny bit of what you're pretty sure was nicotine.
I found it on the ground. I hope it was nicotine. Ground score. Where are my ground scorers at?
You ground scored something that we're 30% sure was nicotine. How do you just go about but you have to go through daily life. This is the thing, I guess, about like, whenever like I've had some kind of, you know, a crazy outer world experience like that. It's like, man, you still gotta like go to the grocery store and like stop at stop signs and shit like that. Like, how do you incorporate what you have learned into your day-to-day normal life? Besides, don't do nitrous.
Besides, don't do nitrous. To be honest, I don't do that much nitrous, and I've taken a long break. But allegedly, as far as incorporating into life, it's personal. You just take what you learn and you try and share it with as many people who have the open minds to receive it. And a lot of people won't listen, and they're gonna say, "What the hell are you talking about? You sound crazy." And to that, I don't listen to it, because I know what I know.
By the way,
I know what I've seen, and I know what I don't know, and I know that I don't know.
I did meet a guy walking around the forest with like a trench coat full of nitrous oxide balloons that he was selling, and I just want to make sure you're not working with that guy, are you?
I am not affiliated with any nitrous oxide distributors in the local area. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
But there's money to be made in it, and I will not deny that.
Well, Blake, thanks for sharing all this, man. I do want to
Can I break down a little bit more?
Sure, yeah, sure.
I'm sorry if I'm overdoing time, but as I was coming down, I started to realize that I was going to become something. And first I thought, what will I become? Will I become a tree? And I thought, no, I'm not going to become a tree. I thought, will I become a fish? No, I've been a fish many times before. And as I came down into my human body and I sat up off of that padded floor, I felt reborn in the sense that I was no longer millions and billions of years old, but I now had the chance to be an 18-year-old boy on planet Earth who can do fucking anything because we are human beings.
Yes.
And whatever we imagine comes to reality.
Yes!
Thank you all.
Blake the Cosmic fucking Jester, everybody. Give it up for him. Yes! Oh my God, I love you too. I am so excited for the shower I'm gonna take tonight where I fully understand everything you were talking about. Give it up for Blake one more time, guys.